The brand new update is finally dropped in Marvel Snap, and it looks to be a good one. We have cards dropping series. We have a brand new game mode. We have balance updates and a lot more. We're discussing it all in this video. And if you're ready for that, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go snap it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Maniacs. Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're enjoying this patch that just dropped in Marvel Snap. There's a lot of great things. We got some cards dropping series. We have some balance updates with more on the way. We have the brand new friendly battle mode in Marvel Snap right now, and a few other things. We're going to talk about everything that you need to know that just happened in Marvel Snap. But before we get to all that, I do want to remind you, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Snap content. There's at least 5 Marvel Snap videos per week on this channel. Usually there's more gameplay, news, tips, tricks, everything to help your Marvel Snap experience. But let's go to these patch notes right now and talk about what just happened. So the patch notes for January 31st, 2023 features the brand new mode, the friendly battles. You can now go play against your friends in via a in-game code. You go to the game modes icon at a battle and tap the friendly battle to get started. So what it looks like in the game, we go in game right now. There's this icon right here that you need to tap. You go that, it goes to the friendly battles. And at this point, you could choose your deck. You will create a code, and that code, you could give that to your friend. Your friend will join with that code. Very, very easy to do. So one of I think this is what everybody's waiting for. And the good thing about this, they said that you would be only tied to be able to play in your region. It looks like you could play with anyone in the world now. So this game mode looks to be a great hit. The other thing that we got in the game right now, we could also change our name with the avatar menu. You could do this once every 30 days. Zabu has also been added to Series 5 in the token shop. So you could start to get him for 6,000 tokens there. And player support conversations have a red dot if you need to get if there's a response that's waiting for you. So back in the game here as well, you could go into your avatars there. You could choose and change your name. You could do that every 30 days. And then you can still choose your titles and everything like this. So this is where you would do that. Let's go talk about these series drops, because this is, for me, one of the most exciting things about this update. Card drop series. So all these cards that were Series 4, they're now all Series 3. So you could get them from your normal collector reserves and collector caches and everything like that. These cards drop from Series 5 to Series 4. So while they are still rare, there is a pity timer on these, so every 40 boxes or so, you should be getting a Series 4 card. And I believe you have a minimum of 79 boxes to open before, to make sure that you would get one of these. So all these cards are now available. Super Skrull, Shuri, Black Panther, Valkyrie, Bass. I just bought my Shuri that I had pinned for a while, and I just pulled the Titania. So I have all of these cards now, and we're still looking for a few more of these. Let's get back to the update notes and talk about the other things that happened in this update. All right, so there's audio, a volume slider has been added to the settings for voiceover, which is good. Visual effects, Ghost Rider, when there's no card to play, a new effect for Ghost Rider when there's nothing there. And we got the balance update. Leader had a slight nerf in the last patch. Well, now he got his big nerf. He's now, instead of being a card that is a 6/3 card, and he's going to copy all the cards that your opponent played on this turn, but on your side, well, that's not what he's doing anymore. He's going to copy your opponent's played to the location to the right, but on your side. So only does it one location, and in return for that, went up from a 6/3 to a 6/7. Now, what they say, Leader is a prominent finisher in the current stat meta, and we're not happy with some of the card choices and play pattern he encourages, especially his strength against other cool 6-cost cards. We're changing Leader to only copy cards played at the location to his right with more base power to compensate. We hope this change will reward clever predictions and reduce the frustration of playing against them. Yeah, so this is a big nerf for him, which I think is good for the overall health of the game. You know, with this Leader play, you could just play Leader as long as you're winning at a few of the 2 of the 3 locations, or even 3 of the 3 locations. There's some scenarios that you won't win, but most of the time, if that is the case, you play the leader, most of the time you are gonna get the win there. So this should open up more decks, more possibilities, and not have that leader play against you in that last part. We got a little bit of a buff, or sort of a buff, to Wolverine. Wolverine was a 2/3 card, and whenever he was destroyed, what it would do, it was play it at a random location. Now he is switched to a 2/2 card, and when he's destroyed, it's going to regenerate at a random location with +2 power. And there's a little bit of a difference there. And I guess you could destroy him more than once, discard him more than once, if you have like a Carnage or something that can play at that location. Wolverine sort of sees virtually no play at the moment, which is a bummer, given how iconic he is. We're giving him a substantial buff to reward players for activating his effects and creating new deck building options at both low and high collection levels. So hopefully we'll start to see a little more Wolverine in the game. He is a very iconic character. That was probably one of my first Marvel characters that I really was a huge fan of. So, but unfortunately, in pretty much every game that I played, he's not been a very good character. So this is good. He's getting a little bit more of a buff. Not going to be meta, but will potentially be in a few more of these discard or destroy type decks. Update his text form from play to regenerate to better reflect his gameplay functionality is a pure flavor and clarity choice. So there's a few other cards that have been updated as far as their text. In addition to Wolverine, they've also changed the text for Hela, Jubilee, and Sentry as well. So let's go take a look at those balance updates. So right now, what this says is when this card is destroyed or discarded, regenerate it at a random location with +2 power. Previously, it said play it at a random location. So they wanted to get out of that word there. Other cards that got a little bit of a change to the text, nothing as far as nerfs or buffs, but it says add a card from your deck to this location. Previously, it said play a card from your deck at this location. Hela also got a little bit of a change to her text. It says resurrect all cards you discarded your hand to random location. Previously, it did say play. And last but not least is this card Sentry that got a little bit of a change to his text as well. In-game functionality is pretty much the same. You can't play this at the right location. Previously, it said cannot be played at the right location. On reveal, add an 8 power void to the right location. So slight differences in the text, but it doesn't look like those are it. It looks like there's more changes that are coming. In addition to those changes to leader, Wolverine, and some of those text changes to some of those cards, we also look like there are more changes coming very soon. This is from Glenn Jones, and he is the principal game designer at Second Dinner and at Marvel Snap. The new patch includes balance changes, but not to Surfer or Zabu. They started overperforming after we locked in changes a few weeks ago. Fortunately, we now have the ability to adjust balance without a new patch, and we're planning to adjust those cards in a week or so. So that is what he said. There should be some changes to Zabu and Surfer coming, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess for the long-term health of the game, that is a good thing. He also responded to a few other questions here on Twitter, so let's look at these questions and answers here. Interesting, thanks for sharing. Can I ask Glenn Jones, if the tech is ready to do so on the server side balance, and you're clearly seeing overperformance, what's the reason to wait a week? While it's not a full patch, this effort still impacts multiple teams and is adjacent to other content dropping. We're being extra careful since this is our first live change of this nature. Next question. Surfer has been overperforming since before Zabu was even released. Saying they only started being a problem together recently is disingenuous. And he says, while Surfer has enabled strong dance since its release, last week was only the second time the metrics has exceeded any of our balance tolerances in my hire. So looks like they weren't seeing the metrics that they wanted. They looked like, it seems like they wanted more variety of gameplay with some of those newer cards, and those cards are very, very strong, Surfer and Zabu right now. Really kind of a downer to see those cards getting targeted here, especially so soon. Be easier to judge once all the information is out, but not particularly excited about this announcement. Not excited to announce it either, but confident we needed to make changes. And there's a few more questions. That's very unfortunate, but understandable. Holidays took up a ton of dev time, I assume. So this instead includes text changes to older cards like Leader, Galactus, Arrow. The patch is speaking for itself. We wanted the players to know we're aware of particular issues and couldn't find time to use it in this patch. So more are coming. And could Wong get a review, his on reveal instead of content? We have systems to review every card every week. Wong hasn't raised concern flags on our metrics, though he's fundamentally a strong card. A few more things. One thing I've wondered is what kind of methods are used to determine a card needs to change when a play experience has been vastly different depending on rank and collection level. As Infinite, Zabu is easily more half my games, but I get comments from people who seldom see him. I can't divulge our precise methodology, but we have the capacity to slice our audience into a variety of cohorts. I am primarily compared with win rate, cube gain, and play rate for a group of cards. And last but not least, hi Glenn, thanks for the insight. Any good news on enabling server side changes? Is Kilmar considered for a nerf? I feel like a lot of 1-drops and zoo decks don't get played because of that card. It does way too much for a 3-drop. We have systems in place to weigh and review every card right now. Right now, those metrics indicate Killmonger is a appropriately strong card and is playing a healthy role for us. So that is what we can expect very, very soon. A few more things from this. We have a few bug fixes. I'll let you look at all of these. I did want to highlight a few of these. One thing that was annoying a lot of people that were playing on the PC though, especially on Android, picking a card, then tapping the back on the device button or escape on PC should no longer unpin the card. So I know some people were worried about this. Personally, I haven't pinned a card for too long, so this hasn't affected me. But if you are pinning cards and saving your tokens, so this is a good thing because it won't automatically unpin the card and you have no way to know that. Also, Maria Hill no longer has a chance to spawn unreleased cards. So all that in my mind, it looks like it's very, very good. And we do have some things coming up for the next update. We got a little bit of word of the cards that are coming for the next season pass, and it looks to be tied to this Quantumania movie coming out very soon. MODOK is going to be the next card, including some variants for Ant-Man, Wasp, and MODOK, along with some avatars and some card backs as well. And what MODOK does, he is going to discard your hand on reveal. So looks to be a great card in combination with like a Hela deck or a Ghost Rider deck or something like that, or maybe even a Morbius type deck, giving a lot more power there. So interesting to see how he's going to use. Let me know if you have any thoughts on what you're going to do with MODOK right away. But that is it for this video. A lot more stuff coming. There's a lot of battles to do, a lot of practice battles to do, a lot of new cards to play. So there's going to be a lot more content coming up on the channel this week. So I will see you guys next time. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you know as soon as a new video goes up. Check me out on social media. And if you want to support the channel, check out some of my other videos. Share this with your friends. And I will see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Have a great day, guys.